Hi everyone, this is Carol and speaks the state of our world. So what is it? Good, better, different? All three? Alright, let's do this. Okay, what's happening out there? Lots of stuff. Some of the headlines. Okay. Borders on pathological. Trump must pay $450 million for lying to lenders in fraud case. Good. Hope he loses all his property and hope they lock him up forever. And more than 50 countries argue before the World Court against Israeli occupation of Palestine. I totally agree. Thank you. Finally, people are stepping forward. Give Palestinians their state. Give them the West Bank, Gaza, and East Jerusalem, and give them the money that will be needed for the Israelis destroying their properties. And what I saw wasn't war, it was annihilation, says U.S. doctor who volunteered in Gaza hospital. Thank you. We have to fix this. We have to fix the healthcare system in Gaza and the West Bank, and we have to set up a Palestinian state without Hebrews. And just back from Gaza, American surgeon Dr. Irfan Galaria describes crisis of an unimaginable scale. Yes, Israel's wiping out the infrastructure, the access to food and health care and water and electricity. Well, Israel, you are going to pay dearly. All right. Now, what are some of the minor headlines? U.S. for the first time calls for temporary ceasefire and draft UN Security Council resolution. Thank you, President Biden. I totally agree. And UNICEF warns of explosion in preventable child deaths in Gaza. I totally agree. Help the people of Gaza. Don't destroy it. Over 28,000 Gazans have died, and who knows how many are under the rubble. And UN experts report sexual assault, executions, and other abuses against Palestinian women and girls in Gaza and in the West Bank. Hold the Israeli government, the Israeli military accountable for what they have done. On the ICJ continues hearing on Israel's occupation of Palestine. 50 plus countries to testify. Yes, hold Israel accountable. And Israeli Knesset fails to oust liberal lawmaker Ofer Kashif. Brazil and Israel deepen diplomatic rift because Brazil doesn't agree with Israel's siege and genocide in Gaza. And British High Court hears appeal and Julian Assange's likely last chance to avoid extradition. Okay, I don't like Julian Assange. Hold him a power. Hold him accountable. And Haiti judge indicts former First Lady in 2021 assassination of her husband, President Jovenel Moise. And Indian farmers resume march towards Delhi after rejecting government proposal on crop prices. I totally agree. And Wisconsin enacts new congressional maps after more than a decade of GOP gerrymandered districts. Good. And Capital One announces $35 billion merger with Discovery. Colorado sues over Kroger Albertsons merger. I totally agree. They'll be able to decide what people will get paid and what products will be offered and what they will cost. Immigrants' rights activists demand closure of Tacoma Eye Center. I totally agree. It's it's also a private prison. It's owned by a private prison corporation. And Camp Amache, former Japanese American internment camp, opens as new national park in Colorado. Rights groups call for probe into Navalny's death, and Russian police arrest hundreds of mourners. Okay. National Hospital no longer functional after Israeli raid, and UN aid teams barred from entry. Hold Israel accountable. Israel warns of Rafah invasion within weeks as Egypt builds enclosed area amid fears of a mass exodus. Hold Israel accountable. Thank you. Okay, now, so that's some of what's going on out there. Hang on a moment, please. I will be back. Yes, I will. Okay, hang on. Hi, I'm back. Here we go. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Okay, hope you liked Amazing Grace, a very old song. Very, very old. I don't know who wrote it. And did you ever think the world could be fair? Did you ever think that wars could end? Did you ever think that hate could cease? Did you ever think we could all get along? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Yes. Thank you for joining us this evening of Tuesday, February 20, 2024, for another meeting of Carol Ann Speaks, a State of Our World. Hope to see you again. In the meantime, stay safe, wear a mask, practice social distancing. And when the vaccine is available and right here, I would take it. We had ours. And remember, kindness goes a long way, a very long way. Good night, stay safe. Signing off on Tuesday, February 20, 2024. Good night, stay safe. See ya. Stay safe.